6, a helping hand with your land.
Neil from Essex here with today's 3-Minute Thursday. Today we're out to do a comparison of the new Kubota LA435 front loader and compare it to its predecessor, the LA434. The test today is going to be to check and see whether the addition of these optional self-leveling arms and the quick park system, swift hatch system that's now on this loader is going to impact its lift capacity in any way. Even though these are two different model number loaders, 434 and 435, they are at their root essentially the same loader. The big change that happened between these two is not in the loader's geometry, that is basically the same. It's the addition of the swift hatch system. So we do have now a single lever coupler and release from the seat mechanics like we've had in the BX series in the past, allowing you to drop this loader without getting off the seat. Now, these extra bits would have added a little bit of weight to that loader, and that can impact your lift capacity a little bit. But what I'm more interested in is the impact that this self-leveling kit has. If you've watched my videos on loaders in the past, there's one in particular that I like that's titled Loader Lies, that talks through how small geometry changes can have big impacts in loader lift capacity. So I'm really interested to see here how the linkage of this self-leveling kit impacts the loader's capacity. What self-leveling does, the real purpose of this kit, is basically rolling the bucket back as the loader goes up, keeping your load level. It's most useful for things like pallet forks, where you want to be able to run your loader up and down without having to sit and constantly being adjusting for level. Loader spec sheets are often really confusing and difficult to read, and there's a lot of different numbers on them explaining a lot of different loader performances at different points. So the number that we typically, as a dealership and as salespeople, like to see used the most often is the most conservative and the most honest number. That is a number to full height the whole way up and 500 millimeters forward from this pivot pin. That's typically your worst case scenario, okay? So if you're gonna be able to say, for us to sell a tractor to somebody and say, we pretty well know that this tractor in all kinds of different positions and loads, depending on where things sit, is going to lift X number of pounds. In the case of this tractor, that comes in just under 660 pounds for that really conservative number. The way that I have my load cell set up is to bring the chain back to the pivot pin, back closer to the loader where the bucket attaches to it, and I'm also taking a measuring at a carrying height. Now that carrying height is often referred to in a spec sheet as being 1,500 millimeters high. Things are always in metric. That's just a hair under 60 inches. So that's gonna give you a much higher number. In the case of this loader, it's 1,175 pounds. So you can see from a marketing perspective what number a lot of companies would prefer to quote, right? The much higher number in a carrying height behind the bucket because it's a very large number. On the back of the tractor, I put on a big heavy 60-inch Lampride rotary cutter in order to act as ballast. If you were to take a tractor like this and try to lift this much weight with it, your rear end is going to come right off the ground in a heartbeat. So it's really important on your equipment that you're properly ballasting things for the application. So that's going to be wheel weights, fluid in the tires, or some kind of heavy implement on the back. So first test here is going to be at that carrying height position with the LA434 loader. I'm going to start the tractor up. Bring our engine RPMs the whole way up so I get full hydraulic pressure. And pull my load cell. Let's check our results. So 1,195 pounds, which is awesome. I must have got this set up here fairly accurate. So we're gonna go and swap this tractor out and bring in the other one and check and see what differences we have with the addition of both the self-leveling kit and the added weight of the swift hatch system. So we're bringing in the LA435 front loader, and the test here is going to be seeing whether the addition of swift hatch and self-leveling hardware is going to impact our lift capacity. So we're set up right at that 5-foot carrying height. See what kind of results we get. So as you can see, we came up with basically exactly the same number between the two variations of the loader, showing that this isn't really doing anything positive or negative to your lift capacity. Honestly, that's not exactly what I expected to find out here today, which is part of the fun things of doing these videos. Oftentimes, I've seen some of these in the past where it seems like the added geometry change here and curling the loader bucket back as the loader goes up can sometimes give you an increase in your loader lift capacity and some of those breakout forces that it sees, because you've got two of these functions working in harmony as the loader's going up. But in the case of this tractor, you're not doing yourself any harm by putting these added pieces on here. It's not taking anything away from the loader, just simply giving you that self-leveling function. The installation of this self-leveling kit is about a 2 to 2.5 hour affair. It involves the replacement of some pins up here, some longer ones that are going to catch the lift arms here, as well as a small hydraulic valve block down here in the bottom that's relieving some of the pressure onto the bucket cylinder so that it's able to articulate as it goes up and down. If you'd like to purchase one of these kits, we do have a handful of them in stock. There should be a link down there in the description to go to our website with the kit number on it, or you can call into our parts hotline and one of the guys there can get you fixed up. So that was a very time-consuming test to come to a very simple conclusion. So if you're going through the buying process of a tractor and we can help, or you have parts or service needs for a machine that you've already got, give us a call at Messick's. We're available at 800-222-3373 or online at messicks.com. $11.95. Science. Line. Come on. Act. Nope, not two things.